Mm-mm. Child. I'm so goddamn mad. Listen, everybody get in the past. It's Saturday. I'm gonna cuss my own self out. Let me tell you what happened. Now everybody and their mama know. I'm sitting on the couch down, I'm like sitting in that chair, my back hurt, and I got my pillow, prop my back up. Let me tell you, Friday the 13th ain't no joke. You hear me? Friday 13th ain't no goddamn joke. I'm gonna catch you. I was crying earlier. I'm mad. I'm really mad. Not nobody, myself. I'm gonna cuss myself out. This life is all about cussing Brad D. Bam out. Work started at home. Watch this. So, my dumb ass, I told you I wear my teeth when I go out in public, So, make a long story short, yesterday was Friday 13th. I told you I was asked you, they said I ain't going nowhere. I ain't even go to doctor. I was supposed to go to doctor yesterday. I got nervous because I'm superstitious. I am. I don't know why. Somebody told me I was a witch doctor. I don't know. I might be. I don't know. I've been severely superstitious lately. But something told me yesterday, said, just forget everything. I'm just saying that's how the day was going. I just started forgetting like simple as shit. So brother come by, the old school cat come by, hung out for a minute, and he took me to the store. I had to get me some cigarettes, and I had to get Gizmo some snacks. He ran out of snacks. I had to go get Gizmo some snacks. And so, make a long story short, we go for a ride. We in his box truck because he had gotten a car wreck last week, and he couldn't drive my goddamn lighter. I'm so fucking Miss Kebab lady right goddamn now. Tell your friends and everybody, this is Jokes on D today. So ain't nobody getting cussed out. I'm cussing myself out. I'm about to go ham on my own self today. You get about 2 seconds, I'm about to go ham. So talk about last night, I catch up with what just happened. That's why I'm just taking my teeth out and everything like that. So we go out, and yesterday the wind was blowing like a motherfucker. Yesterday, I mean the wind was blowing. You think it was goddamn Wizard of Oz, Dorothy, and the house there. We get that thing blowing through the air. That's how crazy it was, right? So make a long story short, I'm in the driver's seat. I had my cane because something happened. I don't know what happened Thursday, but I woke up. My knee was probably I had a knot on my knee. It was big as fuck. I don't know what the fuck happened. So I had my cane. I got in the truck, which was good. I had to sit low. He had the arm thing. I could pull up and get up in the truck because it was get about yay high step to get in there. Get in the truck. We go to London. We go to London, Ohio to Kroger's. Right down the road from Casey's gas station down there in London. Okay. So my boy opened the door, his driver's door. I'm in the passenger side. The motherfucking wind come through. I'm talking about, you think God Almighty was mad as hell. The door blew open. I mean, when he opened it, the wind got behind the door and literally blew the goddamn door so hard that it threw the whole damn door. I'm talking about a box truck. Because he does that, what they call that, Instagram, where you go drop people's food and stuff like that off Instagram. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So make a long story short, the whole goddamn door blows and it knocks the door off the hinge, and the goddamn door don't close, but he got a big order, 30-piece order. It was a really nice order financially for him. I told him, I said, I'll go and ride with you. This thing, I get out the house. I need to move this leg anyway, because for some reason, I kept hearing in the back of my mind, it's Friday 13th. Me and him just talking, laughing. I'm smoking a cigarette, sipping on me some Mountain Dew. I had already got my cigarette, so I was smoking a cigarette. Like I said, we got the Kroger's. The door blows off the goddamn alignment where it won't even close. So he said, D, do me a favor, man. Can you, I said, you want me, Prince, I volunteered. I said, you want me to sit and hold the door? Now, I'm not thinking that a box truck don't have a goddamn handle like a regular fucking car. And the fucking door weigh more than I do. And I only got 30% strength on my left side, right? So you imagine and he had a big ass order. I think it was 30-piece order, I think he said he had. And he was in there probably about, and I'm maybe exaggerating, plus or minus a few minutes, about an hour. Whew. I wasn't even thinking. I'm talking about I'm hanging on for dear life. That goddamn wind blowing. Then this lady pulls up beside, and she's got one of them, you could tell she was hearing impaired. She had one of those what's called on. I'm trying to hold on with my good arm and still hold some kind of way because I forgot to tell them to leave the key, so the goddamn window's open. I can't hold. Woo! I'm talking about wind blowing and the door. I mean, I'm moving like this. I had to put my hoodie on, and I'm sitting in the goddamn car, like I'm in the driver's seat trying to hold the goddamn door. Now, you know, when you're out in the rural area, it's not like the city where the wind is blocking. I mean, the buildings is blocking some of the wind. I'm out in the open goddamn parking lot at Kroger's in London. And you know, in the rural areas, you see more tornadoes and shit than you do now. That's the first thing I thought in my motherfucking mind. I said, why is this wind blowing like this? It's cold as fuck. And I kept hearing something in the back of my mind. Friday 13th, Friday 13th. By that time, brother coming out, but my arm, I mean, it was literally almost like gone. No strength in it. When I saw him, it was almost like seeing a motherfucking, you know how you see on the movies people going through the desert and they see the water, and then you get you really don't think it's water, you think it's a drain, dude. When you really see the water, you dive in it. Man, by that time the lady pulled out and that spot was empty, and I slowly, with the little strength I felt like I had left, got out the truck. So he came in. He said, "D, now, man, you all right?" I said, I was kind of like, I felt like I was almost froze because I was exposed to all that cold air on my left side. So all this was numb. And everybody know I don't wear coats. I either wear a hoodie or a jacket. I'm not this motherfucker with a baseball cap. Goddamn, it was yesterday, Friday. Yeah, I had Cleveland Browns. I was Cleveland Brown down yesterday. I had my Cleveland Brown tennis shoe, Cleveland Brown socks, Cleveland Brown hat, t-shirt, hoodie. And I'm sitting out there because I'm thinking I'm going to go in the store. Well, we didn't think the wind was going to blow the goddamn door off. So by the time he come out my hand, I mean, I was like, oh, man, he picked the stuff in and he picked one of them, what they call them strap things. They go around. It's got the, you know, I'm talking about, got one of them on there. So me and him talking, and he was already upset because the wind, just blew the motherfucker, really. So then when we pull off, the goddamn, his emergency light come on. I said, I didn't even say nothing. I was just quiet because I'm trying to get warm and meditating, trying to get my brain cells thawed back out, try to be assistant to him because I can see now that, he got his work truck fucked up, his car in the shop. Now the goddamn emergency light coming on like either the truck is running hot or the motherfucker is about to break down on us, and he got his grocery cargo from Instagram in the back. Then he got the damn, then the light is on, and then I'm sitting over there quiet as hell, and he's not really a cigarette smoker, but he permits me to smoke in his car, his truck, whenever he's driving, and I'm appreciative of that. So we get out, we pull over to Rice. Was it Rice? I think that gas station called Rice. It looked like Thornton's, but it's Rice right there on that road right there. And we get there, and he popped what's called coolant was empty. I said, "Oh Lord!" I said, "Thank God." But he forgot, and the side door was open. So now this side got the air on it. I said, "Oh my Lord!" So I'm sitting there, I'm thinking. I said, "Man, what the fuck is really going on there?" I said, "Man, we were." And then when we got back in, he said, "D." He said, "Man, this Friday." I said, "The 13th." We both bust out laughing. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, I don't never go nowhere on Friday the 13th ever in life. So I get back to the house, and God be true. I was watching. I was supposed to come on live last night. Oh, let me do a disclaimer. Subscribers, I apologize. I was supposed to come on last night. I didn't come on last night. I'll get into that too. This is going to be about me cussing my dumb ass out. I'm dumb as fuck for these last 24 hours, and this is really fucked up what I did to myself. So I come in last night. I had a few nips. I don't remember how many. I know I had a couple. I talked to a buddy of mine on the text or something for a second. When I woke up, it was 7 or something. So usually on Saturdays, I like to eat fish and steak fries or some fish and chips or something like that on Saturday. I either fry some or I either order. So my dumbass either drunk, hungover, and I don't usually have hangovers, but something happened because I get on Google. I'm hungry. I want some lunch. This is about an hour ago. This all transpired, and that's when you see the short with me crying. Because I'm gonna get to that right now. So I Google Bob and Lee's. Anybody from North Linden? Anybody from Parkwood, Mock Road, all that? I Google Bob and Lee's and YELP comes up, Yelp. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, man. We'll settle for some pizza instead of some fish. I said, that's cool. I'll give me a sub from there. I used to like them subs when I was a kid. No, this is back in the 70s. I'm thinking now in my mind, something ain't right. So anybody from that area, that address is 2194 Parkwood. Used to be a pizza and sub place right there in the North Linden area, South Mock area, whatever you want to call it. And, in the hood back in the day, that was the Domino's or the Donatos in the hood. Everybody was going to Bob and Lee. When I pastored my church, I used to live in that same area I grew up in. Matter of fact, right next door to where I basically grew up in 2376 Marcia Drive. The number that comes up on the internet is 47. I got it written down right here. Yep. 476-3900. Now, I got this from Google. Now, anybody in their goddamn right mind know this from the North End. Bob and Lee's been closed in goddamn about 1979, 80. As far as the original shit that we grew up on, with the loaded subs and all that, So I called a buddy of mine. He said he wasn't available to pick me up, take me out there. Now, I'm in the Madison County. And I'm so goddamn thirsty for some motherfucking Bob and Lee's that's been closed for I don't know how long, and I get a goddamn lift. And I have a motherfucker drive me from my address all the way to goddamn 2194 Parkwood, right next to Stafford's Market, to get me a Bob and Lee's goddamn sub, and the motherfucker. Can somebody help me? Can somebody help this bald head, retarded motherfucker realize that he got to slow down his goddamn drinking, or his brain cells gonna be fucking fried? Why the fuck would somebody like me that talks so much shit on this goddamn YouTube Google Bob and Lee's Pizza on 2194 Parkwood Avenue, and my dumb ass know good and goddamn well they ain't even been open in I don't know how long. That's why you see in the description why the business false advertised. Because by the time the mom and dad died, the kids was putting bologna on the goddamn subs, calling it ham and pastrami and shit like that. They was. You order a ham and cheese sub, you getting hot bologna. And it wasn't the goddamn good bologna that curl up. You see them fried bologna sandwiches when you was a kid, and you had to cut the corners because they curl up like a motherfucking turtle shell. Mm-hmm. Let me help you. I went all the way out there, and then the Lyft driver was almost ready to leave me. Lyft driver talking about, you ain't got 5 minutes. I said, it's going to take 2 seconds, goddammit, because the motherfucker ain't even open. I turned right back around, got back in that motherfucker, pulled right back off the line. I said, now, ain't this about a bitch? So now, guess what I got to do? I had to take my teeth out. I wear my teeth when I'm in public. I got all the adhesive out, make sure, I got my mouth, any white stuff in my mouth and that adhesive. No, it's gone. So I got my teeth out. I got to put them in the bucket in there, and I'm sitting there while I'm talking. Again, and I'm mad at myself again because I was supposed to turn my goddamn what they call them fried things, air fryer on, because I was gonna go ahead and make me some steak fries. And I said, oh shit, I got some fish in the freezer. I can go ahead and take the fish out I was gonna do anyway. And I got my pan spray and shit like that. And I go up and look on the goddamn refrigerator, looking for my goddamn fish fry because I ran out of cornmeal. Because I used the cornmeal for something. Somebody gave me a recipe. I threw something together one day with some. I had some baby lima beans, green lima beans, and some ham and something else the other day. But make a long story short, I didn't even turn the goddamn air fryer on. So now when I get off this live, I got to jump my dumb ass up, which my leg is fucking sore as hell. I got to walk my ass over there, turn the air fryer on, warm it up, wait about 10 minutes. Then I got to get up, go in there, cut the bag open for the fries, and then I got to put the motherfuckers inside the air fryer and wait. And then my subscribers going to be pissed at me because I was supposed to be on here. I'm on every Saturday early in the morning, but I apologize I didn't wake up. So those that got common sense, think about me today and hope that, I can slow down this damn drinking. Because sometimes I get so charged up, man, and I don't drink to be like, I'm not a mean drunk. I'm really a crying drunk. I do a lot of crying when I'm drunk. But, I just didn't understand how that happened. I'm like, how did I call Bob and Lee's Pizza, 476-3900? If you call it now, the phone ring. When I got back, I called the number again. It rang. Don't pay no attention. I don't know why that happened to me. I don't know why that happened to me. And but I'm very superstitious. I don't do Friday 13th. I don't do black cats crossing my path before or behind. And I definitely don't cross nobody's threshold on New Year's that I don't know. Yeah, I never do that. It's like you catch on demons, you know what I mean? I got enough of them. I don't need no more. I think they leave them one by one. I just need to get rid of this little alcohol here. I've been cutting my smoking down. Somebody asked me the other day, said, I ain't been seeing you smoking as much. I said, you telling a lie. You must have been watching a lie, because when I do them 2, 3, and 4 hour lives, I be smoking like maybe about 2, 3 cigarettes every 20, 45, 50 seconds, and that's just what it is and everything like that. Other than that, I had a real good weekend. No one pissed me off this week. I trust I didn't piss nobody off this week, and I didn't really cuss nobody out in anger this week. I did cuss a couple people out on live, but that's just what I do on my channel. There's nothing ordinary or extraordinary. I'm not going to do no exposures today. I am going to go back. I'm going to do it tomorrow, because Friday 13th did a doozy on me, man, and I don't want to, and I had a couple of nips this afternoon. I think I'm watching Miami Vice today. I was watching Kojak the other day, and for some reason I've been watching a lot of stuff I used to watch when I was a kid. I was watching a Night Owl Theater, Western Call It. I was watching some Lou Ferrigno, Incredible Hulk. I was watching some Bionic Man, Bionic Woman. I've been trying to find Plastic Man. If anybody remember back in the 70s, they had a little cartoon called Plastic Man. He was a superhero, but he was plastic and he could do all kind of shit. Somebody send me that link either on Tubi, YouTube, Pluto, whatever. And then I'm looking for I found She-Ra, but I can't find no good He-Man or good Thundercats. I got something I want to do with that Thundercat. I remember somebody said it's supposed to be making a movie about that. That would have been a good movie, Thundercat. That goddamn Shatara, she was off the chain. I loved Shatara. I didn't like Panther, and I like Lion-O. Lion-O was all right, but I think Lion-O was pussy with. Well, the timer was off, but the Lion-O, so that mean the motherfucker wasn't on. I liked the Lion-O and the Shatara. I really did. She-Ra was cool too, but I really liked He-Man. He-Man was a good dude. He-Man was a good dude. I remember when I was a kid. I guess I go down memory lane a little bit. I had a couple of nips. I got some good vibes going today. I ain't really mad about that other than myself. I'm calling goddamn Bob and Lee's and wasting almost 60-something goddamn dollars driving all the way up fucking north. Shit, I could have bought me goddamn some goddamn FaceTime content today. And everything like that. But make a long story short, I remember when I was I was working a summer program. If anybody remembers me back then in the early 80s in Springfield, I used to work the summer program. I was always working, I used to always do everything I could, take care of my mom, my sister. I really did. And I was in the summer program, and I was working at Popeyes, I think. And, I always was a guy to accept challenges, but sometimes it was stupid, and I was a prankster at that. So one day we was out. We used to go by my stepdad's aunt, Danny Beards. We stopped by his house every morning on the way to work, and somebody that lived there with Danny, I forget who it was, but we used to always sit there early in the morning and watch He-Man and smoke joints. And we go out there, me, a couple other guys. For one reason, man, I was high as hell that day. And somebody pranked me to sniff some gas because I used to like to huff every now and then, and everything like that. But I never tried no gas, fumes, or nothing like that. And back then they had the metal gas cans, and the necks on them were aluminum that bent. Now they got the little plastic ones that look like goddamn water jugs. But back then they had the metal, the big ass metal, steel goddamn gas cans that had the kind of flexible neck on it. And then it had like a little matter of fact, it didn't even have no goddamn plastic tip on it. It had no tip on it. And I put my mouth on it and sucked up and didn't feel because the can is heavy already. It's not like the plastic ones where you pick them up in there. And I sucked up and gas, man, just shot up out that goddamn thing. It went in my mouth. It wasn't a whole bunch of it, but the gas was in my mouth, and I'm spitting it out. And when the guy said, D, you gonna be all right? I was like, man, yeah, I'm gonna be all right. And man, they gave me some milk. I didn't throw up or nothing, but that gas taste was in my mouth and coming through my nostrils, man, for like 3 days. And I feel like my fucking brain was in like another world. You know what? I told I was talking to somebody the other day. We was talking about, and I didn't really get too deep into it yesterday like I wanted to, but that Friday 13 fucked me up, and I didn't come back online to finish it. The ideology versus psychology when it comes to cultural code switching. I was going to get in that, but I've been drinking. I don't want to really get nothing too deep because I don't want my words to be misconstrued. But make a long story short, I didn't understand how I did that, and I was, and I never, my cousins, when we was kids, there used to be a skate rink we used to go to. And it's kind of crazy. This is crazy. These are a couple crazy stories, though, but I never understood why I would do shit like it. I would go to the boys' club. I'd almost drown. I never could learn. I never learned how to, legally swim. When I say legally, like everybody else can, on top of water, backstrokes, on top. I never learned how to do none of that. But I'd always sit back and watch. All my cousins could swim. My fat ass cousin Daryl, that motherfucker, man, he get in that water and fall like a goddamn goldfish. Go to that goddamn water, that motherfucker be going through there and everything like that. And I just be sitting there looking like, God damn, man. We would go to the skating rink sometime. Trina and Michael. Well, Michael was a good skater. Trina was too. Daryl could skate too, but I never learned how to skate. I tried it once. Head. I swear to God, I fell hit my goddamn head, and I never learned how to skate. I never did. I always was amazed. I could drive. I learned how to drive early in life. I had this guy that I used to work for, and he used to let me take his car to go run errands for him. And he'd be at the store, and I went on a joyride in his car one day in Springfield, and I can't remember what year that was. It had to be like 80 something. I know we still live out in the South End out there on Indiana and Superior. So I know it had to be back. I know I had to be young. And I would, he had a book bag in his car. And I would sit that book bag on the driver's seat and get in that motherfucker. I'd be just driving. His name was Gary. That was his name, Gary. Gary. Yeah. And I don't know if people ever dealt with this before. And this is reasoning, and explanation. There's never excuse to, drink as much as I drink. But the thing, I wonder if anybody, when you drink, especially if you by yourself and you drink, does it trigger your memory? Anybody ever went through that before? Like you be drinking and then like out of nowhere, shit have just come back. It's been dormant in your head for like years, and then you start thinking about it. And I never understood why. I've always been that kind of person. I would when I was drinking, and everything like that. And believe it or not, I didn't drink heavy. I haven't drank heavy like this in probably about 25, well, probably about 30 years. Yeah, about 30 years. And to be quite honest, I'd be having a lot on my mind. You know what I mean? And it kind of gives me sanity. It really does. It kind of keeps me in the. It keeps me in a place to where I don't have to really dwell on a lot of shit that's really bothering me, but it makes me think sometimes. It really does. Some people drink and they go out and just go do crazy crash out shit. I never been that type of person. Matter of fact, alcohol and music kind of really calms me down. It really does. Yep. I'm just glad I don't drive anymore. Uh, because I never would. I'm not irresponsible to that part where I would go out here and be drinking and driving. But yeah, I just thought I'd share that with y'all, man. I was mad as hell. I got a short I'm gonna do y'all. It's a little creepy, but I'm gonna send y'all a short later on. I got a short that's gonna be coming up later today. I may wait till the sun go down. I don't know, but it's a metaphoric picture of me being. I had been beheaded. Uh, well, I was in a deep sleep, and I consider this art piece called the rebirthing of a phoenix, and it's I have one of me in a deep sleep. I had somebody take a couple pictures of me laying down, and on my red carpet, my uh, and everything like that, with smoke coming around it, and then I think one has you can see part of the carpet hanging out, but then it has a mystic volcanic ash coming underneath of it, and then in the back, the second part of it is uh, a a phoenix, a full adult phoenix, behind my picture, and symbolic, in my interpretation that you know uh, the rebirthing process of a phoenix is a continual basis, but sometimes it's processed in different times. And I think each stage of my life, I think I was talking about yesterday, what qualifies me to be me, 4 doctorate degrees earned, not academically or collegiately, but hard knock life. Things I've been through earned me the position in my interpretation to do and speak and use the narratives that I use because, as I tell you all the time, experience will take you on a journey. I know a lot of motherfuckers that got earned doctorate degree, Judas Prudence. I know motherfuckers got all common, not Judas Prudence, but you know what I mean. Motherfuckers got, all these degrees that are very smart, but when it comes to life, they don't have a clue, and that's why I like experience because, uh, when you deal with experience, and I've been here over half a century. Uh, Matter of fact, I'm well beyond the golden jubilee aspect of life. So I got a couple more years for my promise time, and anything over that is extra credit. And I'm grateful for that. So the promise four score and ten. I think that's 70, something like that. So if that's the case, then I got about 20 some more years to go, uh, and I'm gonna make it too. I think I'm gonna live to be real old. I think my brain, I think my mind, I think my mind stays sharp as a whistle as long as I stay around people that, keep a little fire lit up under me. I think I will. So that's why I kind of keep this YouTube channel going. It gives me something to do, keeps me from having idle thinking, and it really keeps me out of trouble too, because, I can talk to other people and try to encourage them to take the mind off of what I'm doing and different things like that. And then it kind of help, help me verbalize and say things, and it keeps me stress free. It does. I got my cat. and everything like that. So I'm grateful for that. That win yesterday fucked me up, and I took my pill and laid down, and I'll tell you, I don't know what be going on. Sometimes I be remembering, sometimes I don't, sometimes I remember, sometimes I don't, sometimes I remember, sometimes I don't, sometimes I remember. I be forgetting, a lot sometimes, but it is what it is. But I wrote that. What I was trying to tell you was, I went over to, I went to damn, I called that number, uh, 614. Yeah, I called 614-476-3900. The number rang. At least I heard the phone ring. I ain't delusional. I know I'm not. But I don't know what made me sit and think about Bob and Lee. I don't know what made me think about that. And I spent that goddamn money. And that's I think it's 30 something miles. 26 at least. From my address to Parkwood. I'm way out here in Madison County, out here past Hilliard. So, I'm well beyond Hilliard shit. I'm about 3 miles from Hilliard, but 6 miles, something like that. And I didn't understand how that happened. I'm like, why the fuck? I'm like, but I was asking the question that no one told me anything. I was trying to ask the question like everybody like have a couple nips here and there, right? And then like you start thinking, you're thinking like it's like like a light bulb go off, and your mind just start. My body be real tired. It really do. My body be real tired, man. But my mind always be working. My brain is always racing. It never stops. That might be why I had those I used to have those migraines a lot. I stay on top of that migraine. I start getting stressed out. I probably one of them Nurtex. They dissolve on your tongue, because I'm not paying those $100, $200 for no full prescription in my Imitrex. I'm on a migraine regimen. I take 2 migraine pills. But the one I use now, until I figure out how I'm gonna figure this out, is that I use that Nurtec. It's affordable. It's still subscribed by your neurologist. But it works. Headaches before they even come, the motherfuckers they be knocking at the door like, "Can I come in? Fuck you! Pop one of them pills. You don't have no headache." You know what I mean? And everything like that. Somebody sent me a shout out to the person that sent me that goddamn song this morning. It really, you know what? Sometimes stuff be happening. We don't understand how they be happening. Now there's 2 young ladies. You know, both of them knuckleheads, but I love them. They know I do. I'm gonna talk shit about them every now and then. But I sent 2 of these little women these songs by Lettucey called "Going Through Changes," and somebody just sent that to me with a heart, one of them motherfuckers, and I appreciate that. That kind of tied into what I was talking about, really, because I was going through goddamn changes yesterday. It's Friday 13th. Everybody know I'm superstitious. I don't go no goddamn where. On Halloween, goddamn none of that. And my grandma's birthday coming up this week. I definitely ain't going nowhere on her birthday. I'm gonna sit and talk to her. I'm gonna try not to even get on live. It's my baby brother's birthday too, and Yance, this motherfucker. I think he gonna be about I think Yance gonna be 20. Let's see. Yance gonna be 23. Something like that. Yeah, Yance gonna be 23. No, 33. Yance be 33, I think, because he older than my daughter. No, he ain't. No, he younger than my daughter. Yance might be 29. I don't know how old he is. I know my daughters and my uh yeah, I know my daughter. I know my daughter. I know my daughters and my brother. My brother, younger brothers. They all the same age group, and they be called. Be so crazy. My kids would call my brothers and them uncle. And I'll be laughing sometimes like these motherfuckers older than my goddamn brothers. And they got, and my brother didn't even like it really. None of them really did. They all about the same age. Yeah. Except Greg, Greg was older, That's hard. I'm sitting there watching this. I gotta get off here too. I get me fix me something to eat. I'm watching this thing about these dumbass people be fucking with these wild ass animals, and this motherfucker gonna take a picture with a goddamn tiger and shit, and on their property, and then the motherfucker ate him up. Crazy.
while the 400-pound tiger was loose. The moment he stepped through the gate, he crossed into the territory of an apex predator that could see him as a threat or prey. The owners stayed outside with a camera, ready to capture what they believed would be thrilling but controllable footage. The
Really?
camera
See
recorded
what I'm
as
talking about?
Caster faced the tiger from several meters away.
People getting in a goddamn tiger encampment knowing the tiger aggravated. You want to go in there, lock him in there, and then take pictures talking about you're going to get something thrilling. You got a thriller, all right. You got some live footage. You guys getting ate up live on goddamn TV.
The cat dropped into a crouch, hindquarters coiling. In one explosive burst, it launched across the enclosure. Caster had no time to react as the animal slammed into his chest, knocking him onto the concrete. Its forepaws pinned his torso as claws tore through shirt and skin. Jaws clamped onto his neck, shaking violently before dragging him across the floor to disorient him. Blood streaked the concrete as the tiger adjusted its grip, instinctively seeking control. After the initial mauling, the tiger adjusted into a sustained throat hold, compressing the airway and major vessels in a typical large cat killing grip.
That's crazy.
Tightening whenever his fading movements triggered a response. As it held him down, claws raked across his chest and abdomen, opening deep wounds that bled heavily. The concrete floor grew slick, while the tiger repositioned slightly to maintain control. Body braced over him. Within minutes, oxygen deprivation, severe trauma.
Oxygen deprivation.
His movements weakened, then faded to small involuntary motions.
Yeah.
The tiger maintained the hold until resistance ceased, standing over the body. Outside, the owner panicked and tried to intervene, using the compound's metal.
Well, he taking all this time. The guy on the camera holding the camera. The devil. Hey, I apologize. I went too long. I just wanted to share that with you. I got to fix me some lunch, and I might be on later on. I don't know. I'm having a couple more nips, and I got a couple of things I got to do. I'm thinking about driving over to going over to pub up the road. You know, I'm not driving, so it won't be a big deal. I won't get no ticket or nothing for DUI, so I might go down there. You know, on the road down there. It's Saturday. You know, games or nothing or anything like that. So I don't need me worry about nothing like that. So I think that's what I might do. You know, I hope y'all have a good day and say a little prayer for me. Those who do pray, I don't know how many people pray anymore, but I try to, especially on Fridays, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and early Saturday morning, Sunday morning.
Fellow creators cited Caster's death as a warning about extreme animal.
And I forgot to give shout out to the Mad Church guy, Marcellus. You get a good piece the other day. I appreciate that. Another shout out to Brother Man TV. Appreciate you, my brother. You've been getting some good content out. I've been watching this other one. I've been really trying to highlight all the 304s and the women that really think they're doing something special and thinking that, you know, you're really getting over, you're really not. And I got a lot of stuff on subscriber, young men I've been subscribing to that's really been highlighting, you know, kind of the shit they've been dealing with. Matter of fact, I end with this girl. Guy flew a girl out. He gave her 10, what they say, 10 racks, 10 bands, $10,000. And he gonna talk about, you know, you told me this, that, and the other. She gonna talk about nigga. Now this is a Caucasian woman. Said, nigga, you out of your mind. You sound crazy now. Now the dude got mad. Yep, yoked her up. Took her up out of here. You know, we gotta be careful with that with promoters. But I appreciate everything you did and everything that you came and supported. Thank you for the new subscribers, and I'll try to come back at another more opportune time when you know my mind is a little more focused on what I'm trying to talk about. But I want to share it with you. I was so goddamn mad at myself, man. And now I gotta, you know, go pick me something to eat. So take care of yourself and each other, and I hope that this bought you a white flag of me chilling today. Cause I'm so goddamn mad at myself. I swear for God, I man, I'll do some shorts later because I don't want to put the wrong information out. I like to make my mind, you know, clear out and get some ice cream and stuff like that to get me back in operation. Appreciate it. Take it.
The animal had been bred for size and strength, weighing nearly